Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense. Everybody wants a piece of that pie.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Goff now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Goff going to get this to Akers.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it. An in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
A tough run there for Cam Akers, a rookie out of Florida State. And while he has some experience in that while in college, remember the Rams' offensive line was inconsistent last year, too. They're trying to get better. But while he was in college, oftentimes he would hesitate maybe a little bit too long behind the line of scrimmage, looking for the big run. Here in the NFL, put your foot in the ground, get your shoulders down, and get what you can.
And that is incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
McKissick, the ball carrier.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
From the gun, it's Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. 5 yards, and that means they come up short as they're going to have to punt here on the opening drive. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt, 10 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st down.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf.
1st and goal.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's Gone. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown.
Touchdown.
That was not a designed run. It was supposed to be a pass, but it turned into an exceptional run. What a scramble for a touchdown.
It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Rams 7, Washington 0.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, Haskins. Complete to his tight end, Seth the Valve. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
Complete to Seth.
6 yards on the pickup, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
That's it, 3rd and 2.
Here's McKissick. And he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Tressway now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
Webster now to return.
Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7 though on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
30-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 right at the 30.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss behind the chain, 2nd and 12.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. On 2nd down now, Akers. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
This is taken at the 23.
Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Haskins on first down, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They turn to Love on the handoff. And some room to work. The 20. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 38 yards on the scamper there.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Washington with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington now an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Simba Webster on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On 1st down, they'll start out with Akers. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 34-yard line.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10.
At about the 32. And he stopped immediately there.
It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
The tackle by Matthew Ioannidis.
The tackle made by
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there,
and it'll bring up 3rd down.
yards to go.
And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Johnny Hekker now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
That'll be caught at Steven Sims. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. That's going to be caught by Richardson. And it's a fumble. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. This is the correct call.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Again, it'll be Akers.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Cam Akers as the first half is winding down. And the Rams have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
At the 24-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. He's going to look deep down the field. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Washington down on the scoreboard, but they are getting the football first here, and we are back underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess that in the locker room, they talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards there at a Washington first.
First and 10.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
At the 39-yard line.
So from Rams territory now, it's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Out of the shotgun, Haskins. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Washington, first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. That'll bring up second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Third down. Here's Haskins. Flush to his right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 40. He'll set up to throw from the gun. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
Complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Third and 2. Goff. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
A gain of 9.
First down, L.A. Goff finding Reynolds there. On 1st and 10, Goff. Right side complete. That's Woods. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Goff. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Play action. Haskins. He's going to air one out. And this one is incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Haskins. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. They were looking to throw, holding on a big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They go play action with Haskins. The throw taken in by Sims. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Watch out.
On play action, Haskins. And that is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And they're going to get this all the way out past the 20. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Rams.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Goff. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And down he'll go at the 25. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Goff now to throw. He'll get this one to Kupp, complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Washington. Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And now Washington a PAT away from taking the lead. And this puts them on top by a penny. It's 14-13.
Makes this Washington 14. Rams 13.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
56.
On the give, this is Akers. Tackle made by Thomas Davis.
The Rams ball.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Deron Payne on the stop. A gain of 6 yards. And it's...
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On the handoff. It's Akers. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Again, the ball carrier.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. From the 45 on 2nd down, Goff. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Yeah, he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 12 yards there and a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Thomas Davis. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick-6 for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well and end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses them about 4 yards.
Their own 21-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time, decent field position through the pick-6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
That's taken in, complete to Reynolds. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Being chased out left. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Goff. That's into the hands of Reynolds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Thomas Davis. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington.
Washington.
Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, one-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick six.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. From the gun, here's Goff. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Ronald Darby. 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. A shotgun snap for Goff. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Goff. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Washington football team. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Washington, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for L.A., they drop below 500 to 2-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.